and welcome to today's session. Oh, hi Hol. Today we're going to do some yoga. It's going to be a bit of some nerve release. So not just getting into stretching your muscles, but we're going to start to include a little bit of strength work, but we're going to start at the basics. We're going to start to teach your body how to move and how to feel a little bit more relaxed in our stretched positions. For this practice, you will need a block, a book or a cushion. If you have something like this, this is just a yoga bolster, but some people have bolsters for their beds, or even a little draft excluder sausage will do. Otherwise, if you don't have one of these, you could use a foam roller. I don't really want you to because they're a little bit hard. Or just a rolled up cushion will do. Okay, so we're going to start with some nerve flossing for the backs of your legs so we can get deeper into hamstring. You're going to bring both feet onto the ground. We're going to take our hands around the back of one thigh. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to do both. You're going to relax your head down to the ground. Now, really important here, your nerves run from, well, here down to here. So your head position matters. I want you to feel into the first rep, and then you are responsible for your own head. You're going to think about how you might feel if you maybe move your head to the side, maybe tuck your chin just a little. If it's too intense, we can release by letting the chin go up towards the sky. You are in charge and responsible for your own body. I want you to take these movements, our nerve floss movements, to a point just before you feel a sensation you don't like. So we're looking for like a 3 out of 10 sensation feeling in these movements. So with that being said, we're going to lengthen the leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can flex the foot, maybe you can't. If you can, you're going to flex the foot, and then you're going to point the toe, and then you're going to bring everything back in. See if you can draw your knee to your chest just a little, and then we're going to lengthen the leg away. You're going to add a little bit of tension, use the hands, press the thigh into your hands, draw the knee back in towards your chest, just gently, very relaxed. We're going to point the toe towards the ceiling, flex the foot. If anyone's done my practices before, this is good toes, this is naughty toes. So we're going to take a couple of reps of good toes, naughty toes. And then you're going to drop that foot back down towards your bum. You're going to bring your knee towards your chest. If this is too much, you can take it out towards the armpit, or you can not do this bit at all. You're going to add that tension as we take the hands away. You're going to press your thigh into your hands, creating a bit of length in your joints. You're going to let the leg relax. Point the toes towards the sky. Notice, I am not pointing. I'm just relaxed pointing. This is lazy good toes. And then flex it back. Maybe you can add a little bit more dynamic movement into that foot this time. Taking just a couple more reps of those good toes, naughty toes. Bring it back down, maybe knee to chest, maybe knee to armpit, maybe knee nowhere. Thinking about that head, if you're feeling extra stretch, extra electric shock sensations, you're going to send that leg away. Again, press into that thigh. Relax your foot. We're going to hold here as we press away for 3, 2, 1, and go to the other side. Hand comes around the back of the other thigh. First rep, very, very gentle. You're going to point, relax, point, flex, point, bring it down, knee to chest if that feels good. If you feel any blockage or any electric shock sensations, we're not doing that. You're going to send it away. You're going to press your thigh into your hands, create that length in your hip socket and your pelvis. Bringing everything back. This feels like nothing, but I promise you, a couple of reps of good toes, naughty toes. You are training your body to feel safe in positions that it has not felt safe in for a long time if you're doing this. I'm proud of you. Drop your foot back down towards your bum. Maybe you draw knee to chest, maybe you don't. Lengthening that leg away. Let's press the thigh into the hands. This should feel really nice. No matter what ailments you have, lower body sciatica, SI joint pain, it should feel really nice. Relax, lengthen. Maybe we can take this a little bit further. Ooh, I felt a little bit into my foot then. Just so that you know. Keep going. If you feel a sensation into your foot, that's normal. As I say, your nerve runs to the tips of your toes. And we don't trust our feet very much. That's why I keep talking about feet. Dropping that knee back down. Notice I'm not moving very quickly. Draw that knee into chest if that feels good. If it doesn't, don't do it. Lengthen that leg away. Press your thigh into your hands. This leg is completely relaxed. I'm not doing anything apart from pressing my thigh into my hands. Then we're going to let that go. You're going to take your block, book, or whatever the thing is. I'm just going to think about how to turn so that you can see what I'm doing. You're going to put your block as high into your hip thighs here as you can. So mine's probably 2/3 of the way down my thigh bones. I've got very long thigh bones. So you're going to bring your feet to, centre myself so that I'm right, mat width distance. Be just outside your knees. You want your feet close enough that you can touch your midfoot. Normally I would say tickle your heels. Today I'm saying I want you to be able to touch your midfoot. There's a little bone that sticks out. I want you to be able to tickle that. Now, we're going to take some movement side to side of your feet. What I want you to start to feel as you take your movement side to side is you'll start to feel something weird going on here, like underneath your hip socket, underneath your hip joint, into your pelvis. What we're doing is we're very gently starting to teach our pelvis to do this. This. Very gently. I don't want you to do it at 100 miles an hour, because if you have got any nerves that want flossing out, then it's just going to aggravate them and you're not going to get any benefit from it. Okay, so we're going to relax through. Now your frontal shineus is screaming at you from that movement through the feet. That's the other bonus of doing that movement. I want you to think about feeling weight into the heel, your little toe and your big toe. So I don't just want all the weight to be in your heel in this bridge position. It needs to be evenly spread through your feet. We're going to use all of our feet to get some further internal rotation on the hips. It's very important that you feel it. Okay, so from here, normally I would say take some pelvic tilts, which is great, but if you've got any SI joint pain or nerve pain, this is going to just, it's going to be horrible because we're pressing our knees together, we're finding that internal rotation of the hips, and it's not going to feel very nice. So I want you to maintain a neutral spine. Wherever your spine lands, you can see that I have a gap underneath my lower back. That is a natural gap. We want that. We're going to try and maintain it. From here, rest your hands. This is not pushing through the hands. This is pushing through your feet and maintaining this core position. I want a little squeeze on this block so that if someone was trying to pull it out, they couldn't. We're going to lift up about 3 inches, 2 inches. You're going to feel your feet. I want you to feel like you've got weight through your big toe, little toe, heel. And then we're going to drop it down. I don't want you to lead with the tailbone. I want you to let everything come down all at once. You're going to lift up and you're going to come down. If you are getting any sensation of nerves whatsoever, you're lifting too high. If this is as much as you can lift without getting any sensation of nerve, that is all you're going to do. If this is all you can get, that is all you're going to do. We're going to keep going. Maybe over time, as we do these reps, this is a floss, so we are moving. We're not just holding and pressing. We're going to keep moving. We're going to think about relaxing the shoulders. You're going to think about your breath. You're going to think about the path that your body is taking. So sometimes it's like serpentine, because your body's trying to find a safe path where no pain occurs. We're trying to teach it that straight up and down in this internally rotated position is the safe path. We can only do that if we have no pain. Now, if you have pain in one side or the other, by this point, that side will have started to ache. Your thigh muscle, probably your quad, maybe into your knee, will start to ache. That is because you haven't been using that side. And that is because you haven't had access to it. And this is no judgment. We're just teaching our bodies to be safe. We're going to keep going, see if we can lift a little bit higher. If you can't, don't worry. This, like all of my videos, is not a one and done. We're going to keep coming back to this. You can do this multiple times a day. I wouldn't do it, if this is your first time doing it, I wouldn't do it multiple times today. I would do it once, and then I'd maybe do it twice tomorrow. Wherever you are, we're going to find a position that doesn't hurt, and we're going to hold here. This is just going to teach your body to be safe in this position. We're going to squeeze the block just a little bit. I want like a 4 squeeze, not crush a grape squeeze. This is about a 4 squeeze where definitely you now couldn't get that block out. And then you're going to relax down. We're going to take that block out. I'm going to tie my hair back up. We're going to take our knees upwards towards the sky, maybe back towards the chest if that feels good. You're going to take your hands around the back of your legs, and we're going to rock and roll and rock and roll, and then come into our tabletop position. We're going to take a bit of movement through the hips if that feels good. Just gently moving. And again, because we've been mindful of our hips, this might feel a little bit unsafe. It might feel like you can't take the same movement that you normally would. It's just because your body's trying to protect you. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, we're going to take our hands to the opposite sides of our mat, and we're just going to rock. You're not doing anything with your lower body. We're just going to rock into our wrists. You're going to take your left hand and you're going to put the back of the hand on the mat, and we're just going to do a rock in this walk like an Egyptian style movement, pose. This is just to ease you into the back of your hand stretch, which most people think is horrible. I agree, but it's very important. You're going to switch sides and then take that movement. Oh dear, look at mine on this side today. That doesn't look very good, does it? Did I spend too long upside down yesterday? Maybe. Did I spend too long typing yesterday? Probably. Maybe. Okay, you're going to find your hands at the top of the mat. We're going to step the left foot back. We're going to let the right foot join it. We're going to press the ground away. We are going to find our plank position. Take a breath in here and then exhale. Find your downward facing dog. I hope that after doing some of those movements that this feels a little bit more lovely today. You're going to let your head be heavy. We're going to find some stillness. Take a breath in here. Bend the knees just a fraction. Tilt that tailbone up towards the sky on your exhale. Tuck it under just a little. Inhale, we're going to lift it up. Maybe it can find a little bit more space here. Exhale and tuck. Inhale and lift. Exhale, float your body forward. Drop the knees, untuck the toes. This is the move that gets everybody. Elbows down. We're going to keep the bum high. You're going to slide your nose forward. Your chin will then follow. Your bum is still in the air. Hold here. And then we're going to slide all the way forward. Inhale, find a cobra. Exhale, nose to mat. Bend your right knee up towards, right foot up towards your bum. And we're going to lift. And lower, left side, lift. And lower, right side, lift. And lower, left side, lift. And lower, extend, press back through your child's pose. We've got toes tucked so our hips are high, the arms are long, the legs are bent. We're going to inhale, press up to your downward facing dog. Take some movement. And then look forward. Step the right foot forward. Let the left foot meet it. Inhale, find a half lift. Bend your knees, connect belly and thighs. Let everything be heavy. Pick your right heel up off the ground. We're going to take a twist over to the right side with that right heel lifted. We're going to think about Beyonceing that left hip towards the left side of the room. You're going to drop that heel down. We're going to come to centre. We're going to inhale, find a half lift. Let the movement be fluid today. Let's go wild. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise. Interlace those fingers. Squeeze through the glutes. Take a breath in here. Feel into any part of your upper body that has compensated for all the work we've done in the lower body. Just take some movement with your head. Then tuck chin towards chest. We're going to roll the body down. The hands are going to come away from the back of the body if that's there for you. If they stay behind your back, then leave them there. That's fine. We're going to take an inhale as we lengthen that chest forward. See if you can imagine someone picking those hands up towards the ceiling. Then lengthen through your chest. On your exhale, let everything be heavy. The hands plump. We step the right foot back. Let the left foot join it. Inhale, find your plank position. Exhale, drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Elbows down, slide nose and chest forward. Inhale, find your cobra. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, we're going to take the knees wide, bring both feet up towards your bum. Inhale, we're going to press up. Oh, that was a nice clunk. Exhale, we're going to lower. Inhale, keep those feet together, press up. Exhale, we're going to lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, extend those legs. Press back through your tucked toe, child's pose. Inhale, lengthen the arms away as much as you can. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, we're going to lengthen, look between your hands. And inhale once again as we come to our plank position. And then exhale, find downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. That's a very satisfying noise if you can hear it. I'll explain later. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Step the right foot to meet it. We're going to take that half lift position. Chest finds a level playing field with the floor. Then you exhale, forward fold. Connect your belly and thighs. Let everything be heavy. Lift your heel on the left side as we twist over to that left side. Beyonce in your right hip. If you have pain in your right back joint, your right hip might now be going, I don't really want to do this. That's okay. Relax your glute. Beyonce that hip a little bit more. If you're feeling nerve pain, we're going to just ease off just a tiny bit and then move into it. Ease off, move in, ease off, move in. And then we're going to come back to centre, drop that heel. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands, left foot back, right foot meets it. Press the ground away in your plank position. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, lower your elbows, slide your nose forward, slide your chin forward. Inhale, half lift, cobra. This is not a half lift. Exhale, nose meets the mat. Bring those toes together. Maybe you can take those feet, those knees a little bit wider. Inhale, press up and see if you can lift so that we come back to this child's pose with very wide knees. Inhale, keep the feet together. We're going to lower back down all the way to the ground. Inhale, lead in with the chest. Lift all the way up. Exhale, sit it back. Should have put my other mat across the way. I thought about it and I didn't do it. And then lower down. We're going to extend those legs out. We're going to inhale, come to cobra. You're going to use your hands and you're going to wave at me. And then you're going to lower down with your hands still hovering off the mat. Inhale, you're going to lift. Exhale, you're going to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Right knee bends. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Switch sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Come back to your downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift up. Three-leg dog. Exhale, bend your knee foot to your bum. And now lift your knee up to the sky. Take a look under your armpit on the right side. And then extend that leg as much as you can up towards the ceiling. You're going to then drop your leg until you feel a stretch. Let's see if I can do this. Here. Extreme side planking. So dropping that leg until you feel that stretch. Just check that your foot hasn't stepped out of line. Take an exhale. Take that knee, twist it towards the left side. Inhale, you're going to come back to your three-leg dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. We're just going to stay here. And this time, you're going to try and look at your foot under your left armpit. Taking a breath in here. And then exhale, bring it in between your hands. We're going to reach up for the sky and then plant your hand down. Reach up for the sky, plant your hand down. Reach for the sky. Imagine someone's pulling you up by your hand. And now, this foot, we've played with it already. I want you to find a way of making sure your weight is evenly distributed. Big toe, little toe, heel. Everyone's so sick of me saying big toe, little toe, heel. I hope it's coming to you in your sleep so that you find stability through your feet. It's very important. Exhale, we're going to bring that hand down, step it back. Take an inhale here, come onto the tops of your feet. Upward facing dog. Take an inhale, chest forward. That's so nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Drop that right heel down towards the ground. Bend your knee so your foot comes towards your bum and then lift that knee up towards the sky. Look under your left armpit to start with. And then we're going to extend that leg nice and straight and then drop it down until you feel that stretch on your outer hip. Wherever you are, we're going to hold. If you're feeling any electric shock sensations, it's okay because we've flossed them out. We're trying to train them. But you can, if it feels uncomfortable, just move through your foot. See if you can lift everything a bit higher. Oh, that's nice. And then Bend your knee towards your bum. We're going to bring our knee towards the right side. Inhale, bring it back to center. 3-leg dog once again. Exhale, bend that knee, open the hip. And this time, you're going to see if you can look at your foot under your right armpit. Check if you've hopped up onto that heel on the right side. See if you can drop that heel down towards the ground. And then coming back to centre, plant that foot in between the hands. I've got a new mat, super sticky, which I love. But it makes it more difficult if your foot lands on the floor before you're quite ready. Okay, reach for the sky. And down. And reach for the sky. And down. Reach for the sky. And now imagining someone's pulling you up by this left hand. Again, we're going to find that stability in our foot. Let's make sure we are grounded before we need to use it in the wild. By the wild, I mean daily life. Find that grounding. Notice what it does to the way that your muscles are working in this moment. You don't have to do anything about it. I just want you to recognise and notice it. Feel how it starts to make your glute work, make your hamstring work, all of those things. And then bring it down. We're going to send that foot back, come to the top of the toes. Exhale, upward facing dog. We're going to come to a side lying position at one top or bottom of your mat. It doesn't matter. You can do this with a block. So if you have a block, you can do it with a block. Either way, we're going to lie down. Yes, I know. Being very generous to you today. Okay, so you're going to bring your bottom knee. So this is going to sit here, right here. There's a little bit of your body where you've got like a natural curve. That's where your block or cushions are going to sit. You're going to bring your knee so that it's next to your cushion, block, or whatever the thing is that's propping you up. We're going to bring our feet together, and then you're just going to turn your chest down towards the ground. If you can get all the way without getting any pain, great. And then we're going to open back up. If you get to here and you're stuck, just stay there until we come back. And then we go again. Maybe you can go a bit further this time. And then we move back. And then we move forward. And then we move back. This should feel really nice. And then we come forward. We're going to make this the last rep. So I'm going to extend my bottom leg as much as I can. And as much as I can, I'm going to turn onto my front. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Again, this is a position you can return to whenever you like. If this is too much, you come into here and we're thinking about lengthening that chest forward. So if you can come all the way down, your chest is naturally going to lengthen. If we're here, you're going to think about sending laser boobs, laser nipples. We started talking about this in a class the other day. And it made for a nice cue. Laser nipples are going to go to about here. Or chest forward. Whatever works for you. Or we come all the way over and you can relax your head onto your hands. We're not adding any tension here at all. I want everything to be relaxed. I know it's unusual for me. I want everything to be relaxed. If you're starting to feel nervy sensations in this leg, you can bend it. But I want you to keep the tension through your pelvis. Again, we're internally rotating your pelvis with the use of this lovely object. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to come back up And with a flash, we're going to come to the other side. Same on the other side. You're going to find that little archy bit in your hip. That is the science word. Yes, you're welcome. You're going to place foot to foot. And again, open it up, and then we're going to go. And maybe this side feels different than the other side. Turn your chest as much as you can, and then come open again. Turn your chest, and then come open again. Turn your chest, open again, last one. Let your hip relax. Good. Open, extend that leg to wherever feels good. And we're going to turn either to here. Here is fine. If this feels like enough, we're going to think about pressing that chest forward. Oh, that was my knee. And anyone who thinks that yoga teachers don't have the same clonky things going on, it's wrong. Just wrong. We all clonk. We're all humans. We all do things in life. We all have imbalances that we try our best to iron out. But, you know, it's life, isn't it? I use my right hand for a lot of things. I am right-handed. I spend a lot of time upside down. And I spend a lot of time on my left side. It's just going to create imbalances. Yes, I should train both sides. It's hard to do handstands on both sides. Maybe that should be my mission. Who knows? Wherever you are, turning that chest a little bit more if you can. And then as soon as you're ready, working your way out of it. If you want to stay there for the rest of the day, you have my full permission. As always, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope that this session has left you feeling wonderful in an entirely new way. Until next time, I hope the rest of your day is filled with sunshine and magic and things that taste good and things that smell nice and things that make you feel absolutely incredible. Until next time.